Okay. All right. It's been a while. It has been a while. I haven't streamed in 9 days, and I haven't done a game dev stream in God knows how long. I don't even know. I don't even know how long. But I'm back. School is about to start, so I'm trying to get as many projects or like stuff done as I can. I just dropped a video of going over like Skills USA and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And then now I'm trying to release or not release. I'm trying to what's it called? Dang. I can't speak. Not release. I'm trying to make two different projects, okay? One is going to be this, which is a remake of my first game. The special thing about this, however, is that I'm making it on mobile, or I'm making it to work on mobile. That is the whole point of this project, so that I understand how to make a mobile game from like start to finish. So that is the main reason why I'm going to be doing this one, and then two, just because I've been planning on remaking like my first game, Men in Suits, for so long, just because I loved it so much. Like I really liked the game, so I wanted to make it again. So I'm doing it, but I'm just doing it in a different form, which is, perfect. It's perfect for me. I get to get a little bit more experience on mobile and then also recreate a project that I've been wanting to for a while. Um, Now, the thing is I'm hoping to do this before Bracky's Game Jam, which starts in like, I don't know how many days. I think 15, or last time I checked it was 15. It's probably like 12 now. But I want to finish this game before then. And as you can see, this is all I have right now. There. Hold on. I don't even remember what was last. Okay, let me delete all of these prints. Um, I remember setting up a bunch of stuff to make it like easier when I get to this part where I'm trying to like remake the game. But I did this all the way like in July, so hopefully I made the stuff easy to read. One, you see, I got this joystick working from a video I watched online. Um, But yeah, the premise of my previous game was that, there was these little men in suits, okay? They were flying down, they were coming to attack this little base at the bottom. So you have to hit them away. Another wave is not starting. So we already have a glitch. Another glitch is this thing isn't on the canvas layer. There's a bunch of stuff wrong with the game right now, but that's fine. You know, let's actually figure out what I did wrong. But yeah, the premise of the previous game was that, you have these little men in suits. They drop down, they attack your base. You have to hit them away. There was different enemies. It was very basic, very basic, very basic game. Wasn't anything like special. Okay, so that worked, but that other one didn't. So I'm trying to do a couple of new things here, okay? One, you see, if you could see, I don't know if you could just tell, but those two like little they hit each other. Okay, yeah, they hit each other and then they like exploded. Okay, that's the new mechanic I'm trying to add because I think it's super fun. Okay, I think that makes the game more fun, and that wasn't in the first version. So I'm gonna try and make that a feature. One, and then two, I'm trying to just make the game like polished. Like before, I don't think I had any particles in the game. I didn't do like any slow time. Like I wasn't really focused on design. I was just focused on making a project from start to finish. So like the game was just it was pretty bad, to say the least. It was pretty bad. But now what I'm trying to do differently here is I'm trying to basically once again remake the game in mobile, and then remake the game so that what's it called? It's super polished. Okay. Uh, this is just not gonna close. All right. Okay. So I don't know what caused them to stop spawning in that first wave. But now I have to figure out what else I'm going to add to this. Okay, that's the question of the day here. I think first what I want to do is I want to do this velocity thing. If linear velocity dot x is there a way I can do dot x times? Hold on, I have to think about this. Because I know there's a way. I'm trying to think. All right, but if they're all, yeah. I'm just gonna do that. Okay, greater than 300, or linear velocity dot x is less than 300. I think that no, less than negative 300. I think that should work. I could be wrong though. Okay. Let's just reiterate the same exact conditions. I have to think about this. Okay. So if my x velocity is greater than 300 or less than negative 300, then it'll die for friendly fire. Okay. Now that should work. At first when I had it was that just the Y affected it, but I'm trying to see if, if I like hit them towards this way, if the same thing will happen. What really sucks too. That's not normal. You see, like, if I think about if I had some like explosions and time stop there, okay? I feel like the game would look really cool. But now we need to like actually make that a thing. Okay? I feel like first we can probably start with some time slow. So we're gonna want to do this. We're gonna do this in our game manager. We're gonna do function slow time. We're gonna get the parameter time, and then we're gonna get the parameter of what's it called? Scale. So that scale is gonna be like how big this difference is gonna be. Okay, so we're gonna have our engine dot time scale be equal to that scale, and then we're gonna create a new timer for I was about to say time timer. Slow time timer equals timer dot new. Okay, so then this slow time timer is gonna have an auto start, which equals true. The slow time timer is gonna ignore the time scale, and then it's going to what's it called? Its wait time is gonna be equal to the time that we actually set. So, and then I think we add this. Oh wait, slow timer time dot time out dot connect, and then we need to create a function reset time, and then we're gonna set back our engine dot time scale to be equal to 1. Okay, that should be good. So I think we had something in here that said slow time equal to true. So we're gonna do game manager dot slow time. We're gonna set that to 0.3, and we're gonna do our scale to 0.3 as well. And then let's make this 1 second. Why not? Just so we can see if we can actually see the full effects. Oh wait, I don't know if I actually. Oh. Okay, so we know slow time works. This is pretty long. Okay, so it's not stopping, because I know ignore time scale is on, so it should be good, but it's not stopping. Okay, you have to think about this. Okay, let's do our test. We'll do, because I know there's like something that I just overlapped here. I'm just gonna do, why not maybe start, I don't know. I'm gonna try that out and see. Function process test dot time left, and then we need to put this all in a condition to print, and then let's set our test to be equal to slow time timer. Oh wait, is it gonna, yeah, oops. Like, why can't you just not run the condition? So I can actually just let it drop. Okay, it went to 0.0 instantly. You see, one thing I never really, not necessarily not explored, but like something I'm not very clear about is how like adding nodes, it goes straight to 0.0. I'm not sure why. I don't think I set it to that, did I? No way I did. 0.3. Did I? Oh, I didn't change the wait time. Yeah, that's what happened. Let's go to game manager. No, I did. It's the right property. Okay, wait. I have to think about this. It goes straight to 0.0. Go straight to 0.0. Okay, wait. Now it's working. Yeah, now it's working. So we have to do a couple of things to make this make sense now. So we need to delete. Let's delete test. Oh, that's my train of thought. Oh, I figured it out, and then now I lost it. It's supposed to be with real lapse time. Oh, okay, so I need to make this longer, and then the other thing that I was supposed to do was I was supposed to queue free the time. Oh shoot. All right, bar timer array. So timer and timer array. Timer. And then I can should be able to just break, right? I could be wrong though. Because if I have multiple, then I just want the first one. Yeah. Looking good, looking good. See now, this is actually like, this is perfect. Like this is what I wanted. I envisioned this. You see that? Oh my goodness. Like I'm telling you, give it some particle effects. I believe in this vision so heavily. Okay, but the next wave isn't coming. Yeah, so I think my wave system might be like terrible. I thought it was way better than like than I expected. And the thing is that I set up so much for it too, and it still doesn't work. And I remember saying to myself, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not getting off till I make it work," and I did. And then now it doesn't. I think let's focus on fixing that. Like I need to like actually see how does the process of this work, okay? So we start with a how many to spawn a wave, okay? Every single time we spawn one, We spawn one in a wave, we add that, okay? So then if the amount that's spawned in a wave is equal to how many has been spawned, equal to how many needs to be spawned, we stop all of the timers, and then if killed in wave is equal to the spawn in wave, then our spawn in wave is equal to 0, and then we start the wave cooldown timer. Okay, how are we increasing that number? Because I remember it was something we did this, all right? Game manager.enemy.self. Game root.killed in wave. So this should work. And the thing is, it does like 50% of the time. I'm gonna just play through, and like I'll see. And I also just want to try. I want to try this out. Wonder Studios plus Jib equals W life. Ah, yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to add. I'm gonna have to add like a dash or something like that. Okay, we should get. Oh, that was it. I think. I don't think this border works. Because if they're on the same line, why does... Let's just duplicate it and then run it back and see. It should work though. I set up so much stuff before this. This is crazy. Yeah, I don't think it works. Oh wait, no, never mind. I can't tell over there either. Alright, how about oh no, I can't just put it in the middle, yo. Yeah, I'm tweaking. Let me do debug so I can actually tell if it's hitting this collision. Okay, so that does work. No. Bro, like, I know, bro, this game is going to be, like, decent on mobile, but, bro, I hate playing like this. And I still haven't just set up the controls to do it. I don't know why. Like, I've just been lazy. Like, like, I think the amount of enemies should be high. Like, that's okay. After odd. Yeah. Wait. Ooh. Now I seriously need to figure out what's the problem. Because now my weaves just aren't working. I need to spawn in wave. How many to spawn in wave? What feature you working on? But I've just been trying to make like stuff work. Cause I'm recreating men in suits. So like right now I'm just like reviewing everything that cause I was in a flow state. I don't know. It was one day I just went in a flow state and I made a bunch of this stuff. So now I'm just reviewing it to see if it works and then like continue building on it. Spawn in wave. See, the thing with this keyboard is that I don't have a right arrow key. The right arrow key just doesn't work. So, what? Okay, never mind. I thought I used a cheat code. Oh my god. See, like, every time I do something like that, like, I'm gonna have to grab my mouse, man. Spawned in wave and killed in wave. I gotta work. I gotta eat. If they see you on top of me. Okay, I already killed 2 in wave. All right, we matched it, and then we kill this guy. Then we get to 5. All right, spawned in wave goes to 0. And then our spawn to wave increases, and then our kill to wave goes back to 0. All right, so we spawned 4. We spawned 6. We killed 4. Okay. But then it just... Why is my killed in wave not updating anymore? What just happened? Is there a gap? That is so weird. Oh, all right. Because you see, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with the condition because the wave is still spawning. So it's something with the fact about like how this killed in wave is being changed. But for some reason, like halfway through, I was killing people. You see, and then it stays at 4 here. Oh, is it when? All right, I see. Yeah. Okay, so. I know exactly what to do. See, this is the confusing part. Because I have it here, and it should be die building. What? This is definitely the same script. It's the same class. Oh, yeah. Let me just try this. Let me try this. Because I'm pretty sure this was working earlier. Yeah. It's working completely fine right now. This is so odd to me. Because it's not the print statements making up. But it seems like every single time I switch killing them, it doesn't run this anymore. But it always runs enemy died. Okay. What is it? Enemy died. Okay. Rab. Oh my goodness, please. Yes. Alright, so then we get the next wave. Those 2 die. Those 2 die. Those 2 die. Everything seems to be going good right now. But then it stops and then another wave doesn't spawn. Okay, so you have to think about this, alright? How many is supposed to spawn? Or how many times was that supposed to be ran? It's supposed to be run. How many to spawn to wave is 10. Oh wait, no. It's 20. 20 plus 5 is 25. It's supposed to be ran 25 times. Rab was 1. Rab was ran. Rab was ran. Dude. I'm actually like, I'm genuinely lost. Is there something decreasing it? Nah, but this wouldn't do that. That's the thing. Because if it did, then... Ah. See, this is the thing. This is the thing that upsets me. Is that, to me, this is a completely illogical error. Like, I don't know what's the problem. But there is a problem. And that means that I did something wrong. But I don't know what... I don't know what I did. So now all I can think about is blaming the engine. But there's probably nothing wrong with the engine. And I'm just doing something stupid. Like... I really hope this is a facepalm moment. Because I'm genuinely confused. 4, 5. Okay? Then we start the new wave. Are killed and arrive in our spawn... What just happened? For some reason, just now... If I... Let me scroll up all the way up here. I killed more that was spawned in the wave. It was at 4, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6. And then I killed more than I spawned in the wave. But at this point... Oh, my goodness, man. I don't even... That doesn't even make sense to me. And then it's just stopped incrementing. Incrementing. 3, 4, 5. Okay? And it's like, it's slowing time and everything. Like, it's deleting them. Wait, what? Why does it stop? I think that's our problem right there. Why did it just stop? It like stopped. Like at 6. If spawned in waves equal to how many to spawn in wave? Dude, I'm like what's making no sense to me, okay, is the fact that like everything in here makes sense, and then like my conditions are just 2, 3, 4. Why does my game... I don't know what just happened. My game gets like paused for some reason. Like now, yeah. Like now it's just not checking. I'm gonna figure this out, yo. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm so lost right now. And they're still spawning? Dude. Let me slow the time down. This doesn't do a new. I think I just need to rebuild this entirely. Because right now it's just broken. Like. Dude, but then I would have to delete all of this. Alright. Let me do this. I think what needs to happen, okay, is I'm just gonna start from scratch, okay? Man. Let's just make a wave system, okay? Let's make that a node, alright? So our men and suits, whenever they're spawned in, we're gonna want to change the spawned in wave, okay? So let's create a couple signals, okay? Signal, enemy spawned. Signal, enemy dead. And then what else are we gonna need for the wave? And then we gotta set variables, okay? var enemies dead, var enemies dead, var how many spawned in wave, var spawn in wave, to spawn in wave. Let's say that. All right. And then, okay, now that we have that, all right, so let's create some connections, all right, from our actual men in suits script. Okay, so this wave system thing, we're gonna make this an auto load. Let me drag this over here. Wave system, we'll make it a scene. Why not? Okay, so each time it dies, we want to run the wave system dot enemy die dot emit, okay? And then every time it's spawned, we want to run the wave system dot enemy spawned dot emit. And the thing is I could probably use the same exact thing I did before, but this I find not necessarily more efficient, but I think this is going to be cooler because this is the first time I'm trying this out. So function ready, let's do our enemy spawn spawn.connect to a new function we'll create down there. We'll do our enemy dead and we'll connect that to a function down there as well. And then we'll do function death of MIS. Why not make it sound, let's make it sound ominous. And then function spawn of MIS and then let's pass it. Okay, so we're gonna connect this to this and this to this. All right, and the depth of MIS, we're gonna do enemies dot plus equal to 1, and then damn, then in here we're gonna do spawn and wave plus equal to 1. We're gonna set this number to 5, this number to 2, or not 2, 0, and then this number to 0. And then on a new wave function, new wave, what's it called? So let's do game root, game manager dot game root dot spawn. Let's make that equal to true. That'll be a new condition that we'll add in later. And then what's it called? We'll make enemies dead equal to 0. We'll make to spawn in wave plus equal to 10, and then we'll make our spawned in wave equal to 0. Okay, so we have that. All right, so we have a bunch of functionality for this, or not functionality, set up a like basis for this stuff. Okay, when a men in suits is spawned, it's gonna emit that function is connected to the spawn of MIS, which increases this. When it dies, it's going to emit that same thing, which will increase the enemy's dead. Okay, we're gonna have to do a function process now. All right, and we're gonna have to do the same exact process we did in the regular one, which is if the spawned in wave is equal to the to spawn in wave, then we're going to set the game manager dot game root dot spawn equal to false, and then in here we're going to have if enemies dead is equal to spawned in wave. That's going to make what's it called? We're gonna run new wave. All right, so we have this. Okay, so let's take most of the scripts out of here. We'll do this. Well, actually, we'll keep the timers. All right, we'll do this. We're just gonna take out this little thing right here. This can disappear for a second. We're gonna set up the wave cooldown later, just not right now. We want to take all of this out for sure, and then game root dot self. We're gonna set var spawn equal to false. All right. Function process. All right. If spawn is equal to true, then we're going to, what's it called? Damn. I have to think about this because I know it's gonna. Dang it. I hate running through this loophole. It's so dumb. Wait, what is this? Process callback. Maybe this can be a loophole. Never mind. Let's do for new wave equal to false. No. Wait, since wave system is an auto load, let's see if we just run it. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. We might get an error. Will they spawn? Yes, they will. Four, five. Okay. 6, 7, 8. All right, wait. I was supposed to check if thing works. All right, so let's do this. Let's set it to 1 so it's easier for us to actually check if there's a stoppage or not. And let's see if we can actually fit in the wave cooldown into here. Okay, so we run this in the wave system, this new wave thing. So how about we just take this out, right? Then we're just gonna set up all of this in our game manager.gameroot.new. Oh wait, no, we don't even need to do that. We can just set these things to true, and then we're good. All right, so let's do that in here. We'll just keep that in there. And then what we want to do in our main scene is we want to do this. All right. Nope, wrong thing. Wave system dot how. Hello. To spawn in wave. Spawned in wave equals 0. System dot killed or died. What did I name it? Enemies dead? Dude, I'm actually like equals 0. Okay. Once we do that, Menitu's timer dot start. Should be good now. There we go. To spawn in wave plus equals 10. Menitu's timer dot start. Okay, we do this. And then we're gonna have our wave cooldown timer dot start. Make that equal to the wave cooldown. Go over here. We'll start the Menitu's timer, and then yeah. All right. So then we should get 5 to spawn. Starting off. Okay. 1, 2. I forgot about the slow time. 3, 4, 5. All right. That's 6. At 7. Okay, so it's still going. That's because this timer never stops. Okay, so we want to make it stop. Let's do this. Spawn equals false. We're gonna stop the timer. Teens and jeans timer dot stop, and then kids in bow ties timer dot stop. Oh, does it go to spawn being equal to false instantly? Oh wait, no. Did I just not have patience? What happened? Oh, spawn starts off on false, right? I spelled true wrong. Yeah, right. Let me ride. Walk a second. Let me ride. Okay, 2. Okay, so it still spawns. Okay, but then it stopped. All right, it stopped at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stopped at 7, and then it does not start again. Hmm. Starting to lag. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You start off at 5 though, right? Spawn is equal to false. Let me check if spawn is equal to false. Oh, does it increase? No, I doubt it. But why would it stop at 8? Dude, mysteries of the world. Am I right? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This time it was worse. We got 9. Dude.